Hey you guys, welcome to another episode of Team Redemption, where we are not who they say we are God's beloved. I'm out here at the track. As you guys know, I have to get my daily walk in every day because, sometimes that weight can sneak up on you. I'm telling you, it was one point in time, I was like maybe 250. Like I've never reached the size of 250. So I knew I had to do something about that, trying to tell you. But I wanted to get on here because I wanted to do a thankful video. First, I would just want to thank God for even placing the vision inside of me to do this Team Redemption ministry. No, it's not the same as Faith and Favor. This one is just a YouTube. This is just a YouTube ministry. This ministry is different. I'm not gonna put this ministry on Facebook unless I'm sharing the videos. It's not gonna be like an actual ministry like Faith and Favor, because Faith and Favor has its own page. So that's just different. I don't put Faith and Favor on YouTube. So, I try to keep things separate. But anyways, I wanted to come on here real quick to tell you guys, is anybody else thankful for what's been going on in 2020? Like, y'all, 2020 has been one year that nobody will ever forget. And I know a lot of people can look at that and say, okay, yeah, I'll never forget the bad things and all this other stuff. But what about the good things? For one good thing is I see people on my Facebook page who at one point in time didn't even believe in Christ. And now they're talking about God. They're talking about how God made a way for them in a certain part of their life throughout 2020. They're talking about how God has made a way for them. And then some of them, I see them like it's just, they was atheists. These people did not believe in God. These people did not believe in God. And I'm not talking about ones who believe in God but don't go to church, stuff like that. I'm talking about these people did not believe in God at all. And then I see them talking about God on their Facebook page. Now, if that ain't a win, I don't know what is. Anyone added to the kingdom is a win, no matter whose ministry he go through. No matter whose ministry she go through. It's a win. You know what I'm saying? And that right there alone, like, I'm so grateful for that. Like, and I'm thankful because God has opened my eyes to a lot of people, to a lot of things. Like, God in 2020, God has really opened my eyes, showing me that this year is different. This year was really a vision year. It really was. But the difference is this vision was for spiritual. This was a spiritual. You can see this with the natural eye. This is the spiritual realm. 2020 is a spiritual realm year. Because a lot of things I be seeing and stuff, and it's like my eyes wasn't open to it. You know what I'm saying? A long time ago. So, it's something different. It is. So, I started looking at how God been changing my atmosphere, how he been changing my attitude. How he just been changing and doing the work in me, because now I read my Bible more. I exercise more. I ain't never exercised as much as I do now. You know what I'm saying? I exercise more. I'm losing weight. Just different things that he's doing in my life. And it's like, any chance that I get, when I can sit there and share that with somebody, like, it's just a wonderful thing. It's just a wonderful feeling that you get, knowing that, God has finally opened your eyes. Now, knowing that he's finally walking with you. Knowing that your family haven't been touched through the sickness. Knowing that different things that has happened in your life, you can be grateful for it now, because in just a blink of an eye, the rest of it can be taken. You know what I'm saying? So it makes you more grateful for the things that you do have. So, because you know how it feels to not have anything. And see, that right there is another reason why I am grateful, because I know what it's like not to have stuff. I know what it's like not to have food. I know what it's like not to have a home. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, I really feel for people that's going through that. Because I know the feeling. I know what that's like. Me and my family just came out of homelessness. You know what I'm saying? So I know the feeling. But that's when the verse comes in that say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I think it's Philippians 4:13. But that's when that verse come in. Because even when you don't have, just be grateful. Even when you have, be grateful. Be thankful, because knowing that no matter what situations you're going through, God's going to see you through it. And that's what he's showing us this whole 2020. He's showing us that no matter what we go through, you steadfast, you put all your faith and your trust in him, and he's going to get you through anything. So, you know, my faith and my trust is just solely in God. Like, that's just what it is. So therefore I can walk around and be peaceful. I can walk around and have joy and love inside my heart, knowing what God has done for me, you know. And that's the part that I'm so thankful about, because he's changed my whole perspective. He's changed my whole heart. He's changed my whole mind on things that I was so naive about, things that you would never in your life seen me do, you know what I'm saying? And God will do the exact same for you. Like, God does not only favor me. He doesn't. You know what I'm saying? God favored those who abide in him, those who trust in him, those who obey him, those who follow him. You know, don't care what people think about you. You know what I'm saying? And that's one quality that I'm so glad that God did give me. Because anybody that know me, no, I don't care what people think. You know, anybody that really, truly know me, who is really, truly in my circle, no, I don't care what people think about me. Because at the end of the day, I don't have to answer to nobody but one person, and that is God himself. I don't have to answer to nobody else. So you have to get to the point, because you got to realize when you start stepping in ministry, when you start going out here living the way God wants you to live, there's going to be people that's going to come and attack you. They're going to try to attack your character. They're going to try to attack, saying, oh, this person don't believe, or just because you may have certain disbeliefs in what they believe in. You know, people think you're supposed to believe just like they believe, you know, but that's not how it works. You believe in Jesus Christ. You believe that God in heaven, you know what I'm saying? God in heaven is going to do a great work inside of you, and you do what God tells you to do. It doesn't matter what anybody else say or think, because, you know, God is the creator. God made you for his will. God didn't make you for somebody else's will. He made you for his will. So therefore, his will is going to be done. You know, don't be like Saul and David. You know, Saul was disobedient. So being that Saul was disobedient, he lost the kingdom. So, you know, don't be like Solomon. You know, you do what God commands you to do. You be obedient to God. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell my kids all the time, obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is way better than sacrifice. If I tell my kids, if I go home and tell Yanaya, wash these dishes for me, and when I come back, you know, or Yanaya, wash these dishes for me, and then I come back home, the dish is not washed, but she come and tell me, Mom, I cleaned my room. But I didn't ask you to clean your room. I asked you to wash the dishes. So therefore, you sacrificed cleaning your room, but you wasn't obedient. So therefore, obedience is better than sacrifice. God tell you to do something, you do it. He'll tell you to do some of the most weirdest stuff ever. I promise you, it will be weird. But once you do it, you'll see like, oh, wow, like, that's why I done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you at that moment, your eyes may not be open to why God tells you to do something. So you just got to do what he tells you to do. You know, so I'm just very thankful that God has really just been opening my eyes. And just like I said, you know, I love to see people on my Facebook page winning. I love to see them talking about God. I love to see them stepping into who they are, stepping into the will of that God has for their life. You know what I'm saying? I may not get to comment and say stuff all the time, because I'm telling y'all, half the time when I be on Facebook, I scroll and keep going. Half the time I don't even see half of the posts that come through my Facebook page, unless I go to the person's page or something like that. And, if I scroll down like maybe to 10 posts, if your post ain't within them 10, I'm so sorry, because I just can't scroll that long. So, I scroll to maybe 10 some posts, make a post, and then I'm off, And if somebody comment, then sometimes I see the comments and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't see certain things. So, but I do know that it's people that is on my Facebook page that is doing a lot of things for the kingdom. And it's very refreshing to see, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, whether I see it or not, their validation don't come from me. You know what I'm saying? Their validation comes from God. Therefore, they have people ain't even worried about whether I see a post or not. But I'm just putting my 2 cents out there just in case, my friends and stuff that are doing something thinking that I don't support them. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, half the time I don't even see stuff. And if I see it, then I'll like whatever, comment or whatever. So, but yeah, so I said, God's really he's doing a good work in 2020. He's doing an amazing work. And if you can't see it, it's because you're focusing on the wrong things. So anyways, I'm gonna finish my walk, because after this I gotta start running, and I ain't trying to run and hold no phone. But anyways, you guys be blessed, and thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Teen Redemption, where we are not who they say we are, because we are God's beloved. You guys have a wonderful day.